Little bit of a different intro tonight. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. Good to have everybody here. You might be wondering, well, what's going on? Why is this screen up? I thought it was important to get a few people on and then just make a quick statement. And occasionally these things are needed, especially in this business, because it's important. And nice. It's what happens when you have headphones on. You don't hear it rack. Thanks, babe. Remember, folks, accidental discharge is a negligent discharge. Never an accident. It's always negligence. And it's not that you haven't had a negligent discharge. It's the fact that either one, you've been very lucky, or it's just a matter of time before it happens. Safety, folks. Always remember. Clear your weapon. Yeah, I want to read something. So I want to make sure we get a few people on, and then I can be mocked mercilessly for dropping my mag. New firearm too. It kind of needs to be broken in. Yeah, just wait a few minutes for everyone to get here. Olivia's with us tonight. We have a good show.
Hello.
Covering a bunch of stuff. Cover Cracker Barrel. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about Gavin Newsom a little bit. We're gonna talk about state of events in DC, liberal meltdowns, all that type of stuff. And yeah, some other stuff. Well, we got a lot of people on already. Great. So this will be fun. Thank you, Darby, for reposting the stream over on X. It's so, dude, X is growing. TikTok is growing. I'm coming, Yenny. She's like holding onto the door for dear life. Yeah, so we're getting it all. We're getting it all. Things are going good. Facebook's doing well. Instagram's doing well. X is doing, I mean, all of our channels are doing really, really well. Posting 7-8 times a day has absolutely changed the parameters of our show. Look at the numbers right here. Look.
Yes.
246,611. That's how many since last night?
You know, I don't even know.
It's ridiculous. It's like, I think we were at like 800. I think we did 800, 900 today. So we're on our way. Let's do this. We've got stuff to do. I'm sure the haters are on, and the people who felt, okay, Cat needs to go away. The haters are on, and the I don't know, it's not lovers, likers, followers. Okay, dummies. I want to read this to you, and this is for me and me alone. This has nothing to do with anybody in particular. I don't want you taking it personal. I don't want you going, oh my God, he's talking about me, because most of the time when people do that, it has nothing to do with you. This is a statement for my own mind, my own clarity, and my own soul. So that's where we are at. Fair enough, Liv?
Fair enough.
Good. Here it is. All my life, I've lived under questions. People have wondered. Okay, Cat needs to go down. So let's do. I don't want this interrupted. So we got to do this on one shot. Okay.
Yes.
We ready? You sure?
I've already kicked her off once.
I know. So how about we shoot her next time? Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Shoot the cat
with the mag that's not in the gun.
No, it's.
Sorry.
It's a firearm.
Whatever.
At least you didn't call it a clip. That would have been funny.
At least I did it right.
At least you didn't call it a clip. Okay. All my life, I've lived under questions. People have wondered if I was talented enough, if I was honest enough, if I was responsible or just reckless. I've been accused of lying about my service, inflating my career, and building this show for selfish reasons. Some even called me a Fed. And in a way, that one's true. Through every accusation and doubt, I've held to one thing: honesty and transparency. I know there's two things. I just realized that. Not the convenient kind that bends with the crowd, but the kind that stands whether it wins me friends or enemies. But there's a lesson I've learned the hard way. When people can't argue the facts, they come after the man who speaks them. Mel, thank you. It's a great quote. I improved it. Sorry. When they can't break the argument, they'll try to break the person. They'll go after your past, your family, your character, anything to avoid facing the truth head on. The Dumb Show has never been about pleasing everyone. It's been about the simple idea that we can agree, we can disagree, you can love me, you can hate me, just don't unfriend me. But some people can't live by that. They believe that giving you their attention means you owe them your obedience. And then, when they don't get it, they don't just walk away, they try to tear you down. I won't give them that power. My work isn't to chase them or shine a light on them. My work is to keep showing up, to be who I am without apology, to face the past honestly, to speak truth in the present, and to be ready in the future. Because the reality is simple, the same people who put you on the pedestal will one day try to pull you down into the dirt. Heroes to zeros, so to speak. That's the cycle. And it happens with everybody. The only answer is to stay real, to remain authentic, to refuse to let their shadows define your light. And I want you to know this. I've always believed that this platform is yours as much as it is mine. Everyone has the opportunity to speak, not from the shadows, but from here, in the light. That's who I am. That's the Dumb Show. And that's who we will always be. We'll see you guys and girls in a 3-minute time period. Be right back.
Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's stuff.
Hello everyone, good morning, Brandon from Still Point. Just wanted to give you guys an update on everything going on. Give a big hell yeah to Matt Spear from the Don't Unfriend Me show. The Barry Morgenstein photo shoot. There's Leeroy, look at him, looking great. Olivia looking stunning as always. Look at there, baby, rocking the lid. Barry has done photo shoots with kings, presidents, the Pope, rock and roll royalty, Jimi Hendrix. Come on now. It's so awesome that our music is finally catching on after all this time. And you know we're going to always keep on rocking in the free world, baby. Make sure you tune in to the Don't Unfriend Me show every weeknight at 7 p.m. EST. The new stuff is dropping on all platforms very soon. We got it uploaded now, but we're getting on the Spotify playlist. You know how you have to do that. So be on the lookout for that. Go download it. Go support Still Point, and go support the Don't Unfriend Me show. Matt, Leeroy, Olivia, Amy, we love you guys. Ethan, baby, we love you. And we will see you all soon. We're getting everything ready, and it's going to be badass. We'll see you on the stage soon. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts Matt, Leeroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for listening to the intro. It means a great deal. And as the great Forrest Gump said, well, that's all I've got to say about that.
So I wanted to say something real quick.
Okay, so hold on. Before we do, I got to preface it. Can I preface it first?
Well, that's what I was going to just tell. I read something very interesting and I wanted to share it. But I can do that
I thought we
later.
were talking about the other.
Yeah,
No.
we can do that
You
as
do.
well.
No, please do
Okay,
that.
so I read something really interesting and I really wanted to share it. And I thought it was cool. So back in 1912, Hellman's mayonnaise was being shipped on the Titanic to Veracruz, Mexico. It would have been the largest mayonnaise shipment ever delivered. But as we all know, the Titanic tragically sank before reaching New York. The people of Mexico, eagerly awaiting their mayo delivery, were so heartbroken by the loss that they declared a national day of mourning. That day is now called Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, very, very important holiday. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
No, it's hilarious. Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
It's great. A little bit of humor is a good thing. We forgot to do the question for the trivia question.
You said when we discussed it at dinner, you said,
I forgot.
I will look up the answer of the one I wanted to do and send it to you because I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to need something for
I don't know
tonight.
what you said you wanted to do.
It just gets so busy, and I just didn't make the slide today. I've just got to put it in my routine. So, welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. It's good to have everybody here. We'll get you caught up on some news first of all. Talk a little bit about the Gavin Newsom. What I want to start doing is we're making these short videos, and they're only a minute or two, and it's good to kind of play them to cut our teeth and get into the evening that way. First, we have some housekeeping to do. Donations are up on the board, thedumbshow.com/donate, and we're at $300 tonight. I asked Olivia to bring that down to $300 every night. I don't feel good about raising it. I just want us to hit it and crush it. So you guys know the drill. And I would appreciate it if you would. Loretta, thank you for your comments. I read everybody's comments. Thank you for everybody who said everything. I stand by the people who, when I'm not in the room, what they say, and I look at T.S. Dixon, I look at Still Point, I look at the dummies, I look at Tonto and Laura Logan or Damani or Ryan Samuels or anyone else who's ever interacted with me on a personal level, and I stand by their opinions. So if we notice that the people that we have and we collect and we have conversations with, they always come back. And there's a reason why. It's because we treat them the way they deserve to be treated, like human beings. So I stand by that. I just move on. It's not important for me to dwell on it. I had to write it for me and move on. So are you ready?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm sending you the.
It's not important right now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is more important.
Okay. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You're doing exactly what I asked, but this is more important than that.
Okay.
So why don't we go over? So I'll send you guys a little bit of history and go in reverse. When we did this studio, we wanted to do something that everybody had been talking about. Not everybody, but a lot of people have been talking about, which is to have a get together for like a dumb fest, to have all the Don't Unfriend Me Nation get together in a location and play music and play games and all this stuff. We have been desperately trying to get this thing set up. And it's a lot more than you think. I mean, we have to have the location, which we have. We've got to find food. We've got to find porta potties. We got to make sure that we have police presence there too, because that's important for us. We have to ensure that people aren't driving. So that's another reason why we have to have the police there. And we need to make sure that when we have outside influence, that people aren't, getting into cars and they take a family out. So there's a lot of things that come with this. We have to get the bands up here. They have to travel here. We have to pay the bands. We have to invest in security. We have to invest in ticket sales and people to run the ticket and the gates. That's a lot. And now we found out we have to get a PA system, and we have to have audio experts come in and run the show. So they have to monitor it for the full 3 hours to make sure that the band doesn't get any feedback, or if the kick drum goes out, they have the ability to go ahead and switch it to an alternative source. And all these things have to be taking place. And I'll be honest with you. I think, Olivia, you wanted to kind of rip I think I just said what everyone's thinking.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to postpone that until spring, hopefully.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's just not going to work out for the fall. It's too fast and too much as of right now.
And let's be honest, it's too much of a risk financially. right before Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, what we're doing is we've already, you know, everyone know what happened last Friday. That wiped out a lot of our savings and our operating cost. And the business took a big hit for it. So, which is worth it. And we've said that a million times, but it was still a shocker. So I still think what we're going to do is push it and see if we can, you know, come up with something in the March, April time, which is beautiful here. And then you'll get the changing of the seasons, and it's beautiful and it's nice and cool. And I think it's probably going to be a lot easier for everybody. So I need to reach out to Still Point, let them know. They were all about it. And I just don't think it's time to do this right now. And I think people need a lot of notice, you know, 6 months.
I mean, to be able to fly out and, you know, get the tickets. Tickets are usually cheaper the further away from your event you are.
Right.
And
right.
Yeah,
it's too much right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to push it. And as far as getting people out here who we wanted to get out, I wanted to get Bobby out here. I wanted to get Chuck out here. I wanted to get Mel out here. And all of those, anyone else who wants to come out, we're 100% open. We would love to host you, get you on the show, have you come and sit down and meet the family and go to Tammy's and see the area and see the new studio. That option is open for everybody, always. So if you were like, damn it, I really wanted to do this, but you still do it. Just let us know and we'll coordinate. We'll figure it out. Hell, if you need a place to stay. But let's go with that. And I think that's probably the best bet. I know we could. I just don't know if we should. And that's why we decided not to. Okay, so moving on. Is that it? Is that all we got?
Yep, that's it.
Outstanding. If you have not had a chance, go over to TikTok. I'm showing you that right now. I'm posting every day on TikTok, and we're only having 114 followers. It's growing steadily, you know, and the videos are getting some good traction. Not a bad thing at all. So if you haven't been over there, please do go to tiktok.com/@thedumbshow.com. And you can also follow on my personal page on Facebook if you've not had a chance, which is facebook.com/thedumbshowmatt. So you can go and do that. Olivia will put those up here and shortly. Here is, we'll start off with a few topics. And instead of showing everyone else's videos, we're going to show the videos that we've cut. I want to show you in response to Gavin Newsom. You know, a lot of people are talking right now, and they are very uppity and excited about Gavin Newsom mocking Donald Trump and making memes that you know, are him and Butler getting shot. Frank Riley donated $22.70. Thank you, Frankie.
The message wouldn't go through, so I'm just going to read it. Let's get it going, Dumb Nation. I truly appreciate the combination of experience, knowledge, and integrity I find on the show. Keep up the good work and good kitty. If for some reason it would not paste into the window.
Thank you, Frankie. We appreciate you. So what we're going to do is when we get these, you know, topics, we're gonna just do our videos. I'm sick of playing everybody else's. So Here's a video. It's a quick one. It's about 5 minutes, and it's a short form video, or it's a long form video, but it's doing very, very well on social media. And I think it makes some good points in regards to Gavin Newsom, and then we can talk about it. So Olivia, let me know when you're free so we can get this started and have some conversation. Bobby Richardson donated $51.99. You guys are the best. Love you. We love you too. You
1 minute, and we will be.
You are awesome. Sorry, Olivia.
Yeah, I am posting something, and then then you have my full attention.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play this, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go.
Okay. Is that if you're doing this and it's not authentic, and you're trying to do somebody else who you say is Hitler, and you think that we don't get the joke? Oh no, we get the joke. It's just not funny.
You know, I can't disagree with Dana Perino too much on this. So I think, you know what? I don't have to play it here. I am going to just play it over on Facebook, because TikTok, although I like it, it's frustrating just a little bit to, oh, look, everyone is on top of the Cracker Barrel thing that we just launched. Everybody's hitting it very, very fast. We got it first. Ha. That means Facebook won't throttle us. That thing, if you have not had a chance, please go over to the Dumb Show and go click on, we'll talk about that next, the Cracker Barrel fiasco. Olivia's very upset, but that's right here. It's right under the live show. It's right here, the Cracker Barrel video, and it's doing fine. It's a little meh. So if you guys could help it out with some likes, we'd appreciate it. All right, so let's watch the Gavin video. And we will get to the other one here in a second.
Is that if you're doing this and it's not, and that was my point, is that if you're doing this and it's not authentic and you're trying to do somebody else who you say is Hitler and you think that we don't get the joke, oh no, we get the joke. It's just not funny.
You know, I can't disagree with Dana Perino too much on this, because I think the thing you need to understand is that the MAGA movement was organic. It wasn't some paid marketing ploy. And when you take a look at some of the greatest marketing events throughout history, Volkswagen with the VW Bug, they had 2 VW Bugs, and one of them was pink and one of them was blue. And the pink one was, you know, all 4 tires on the road, and the blue one was mounted in the back. And they call it the Love Bug. And it was a great piece of marketing. And anyone who's been through any marketing courses through college or going through a type of consulting company will tell you that imagery is really important. Look at Apple in the 1984 commercial, which was just way off base, but somehow it worked. You know, Bud Light and the twins and all that other type of stuff. But with Gavin Newsom, there's something missing. And the level of authenticity that Donald Trump has is that he's not polished. He's not a model. He doesn't have perfectly... Kevin Bernard said hello to you.
Yes, I know. I saw
back hair, and he doesn't have beautiful teeth, and he's just himself. And that's one thing that Gavin Newsom can never be, because when we see behind that curtain and we actually look at Gavin Newsom and start putting him under the microscope, we see something that none of us like. It's an inauthentic DuPont plastic fake human being. We saw this during COVID as he went out and ate at his family's restaurant while he told all of us that we had to lock down. You look at the fires, or you look at COVID and his reaction, and what he would do is suck up to the federal government and suck up to Donald Trump and say nice things to get what he wanted, and then would go back home and disparage Donald Trump. And that's fine. He can do that. But when you have to hire 2 young kids to run your social media account, there's nothing real about that. And the great thing about Donald Trump is that at 3 a.m. when he spells coffee, coffee, we know it's him. And in all of his massive gargantuan capital letters and talking about himself in the third person is why we love him and why we appreciate him. Gavin Newsom has a 27% popularity rating. This is abysmal. And you think the Democrats would learn with Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton that running unpopular candidates just isn't going to work. And especially candidates who are trying to cover something up. Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris had to work at being female. Gavin Newsom has to work at not being female. Sure, California might have the 4th largest economy in the world, and they should be proud of that. Certainly Gavin Newsom shouldn't. He didn't do anything to obtain that. But you can also take a look at what they're number 1 in. If they would implement some of Donald Trump's policies, it probably would be the number 1 economy in the world. But that's not the case. What they are number 1 in is illiteracy, cost of education per student, crime, taxes, gas prices, energy prices, illiteracy, people moving out of the state, forest fires, income tax, property tax, everything in California. The worst things that you could possibly have in any state, California leads in all of them. Take a look at Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. You can go ahead and try to copy his tweets and copy his memes, but that really isn't going to go ahead and put food on the table or stop crime. In Washington, D.C., in the last 5 days, they've actually made 500 arrests. Crime is down 6%. ADW crime is down 16%. Carjackings down 83%. Violent crime down 12%. And overall crime down 8%. Those are real numbers. And maybe if Gavin Newsom would stop flossing his teeth and oiling up his hair, he could actually try to emulate some of the things that Donald Trump has done that have been successful. Because it can't just be that Orange Man is all bad. It can't just be that he's a Nazi and a xenophobe and a transphobe and a fascist. Nazi, 34 felonies, rapist, and all the other crap that they throw on him. Because you're trying to copy him. You're trying to emulate him. And you're really just focused on the parts that make us laugh, not necessarily the parts that make him a great president. Maybe you should. You can go ahead and throw Pritzker on your ticket in 2028, Gavin. We know you're going to run for president, but just because you pick Costello to your Abbott doesn't mean that we're going to find you funny either. Laurel and Hardy had skill set. Donald Trump has America's pulse. You're a charlatan and a flavor of the week. And the Democratic Party will dump you as soon as they find a black female who can go ahead and fill your role. Folks, we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. Please stop on. So, wanted to get your thoughts, because this is all over the place. I mean, there's Gavin Newsom with his shirt off, Gavin Newsom during, and they're basically, listen, the trading card game or the trading EFT card thing that he did with crypto cash, and he went into a space outfit, he went into a cowboy outfit, and he used AI, and Donald Trump did all. And I thought that was stupid. I thought it was ridiculous, but it is Donald Trump. It's the way he does things. And I don't care. And I'm not upset. Like, I think it's funny. A lot of the stuff they're coming up with is pretty funny. I mean, the assassination photo is completely in poor taste, but the ketchup on the ear, yes, it's that they believe it's fake, but also because the plate of ketchup that he supposedly threw in 2018 inside the Oval Office against the wall. I mean, sure, it's funny, at least to his base, because if it was Joe Biden, we would all be cracking up. So we need to have a good sense of humor about this. But the problem that I have is that they're not doing this to be funny. They're doing this because they think Gavin Newsom is their choice to run the country. And that is, once again, a Hillary Clinton and Kamala sandwich. It is a bad idea. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's horrible for him to run. I think he's going to, California being the worst state in the country, is going to bring the country down. And I don't think anything can be worse than Biden, but he can come close.
Yeah.
I mean, I always wanted to live in California. My parents grew up in California, so I visited San Diego a lot. I always wanted to live there. And we moved there, and then I was ready to leave. Yeah. And the only reason I was happy to be there is because it got us out of Albuquerque, and I hated Albuquerque.
Kind of went to a little mini Albuquerque in Bakersfield.
Albuquerque was better, or Bakersfield was better.
Oh yeah, no, I loved Bakersfield compared to Albuquerque.
Oh yeah, and then it was like after a few years, I'm like having kids, and I'm like, okay, let's move on, and I'm really happy we went to Texas, because Texas is amazing. But
yeah, it was awesome.
Gavin Newsom he's got no originality. He copies, right now what he's doing is he's copying the dude who is running in New York for the mayor.
Mandani?
Yes. And he's trying to copy by his shirt off and his, because his crazy TikTok ads is what freaking Mandani's doing.
Let's be honest. There's two people who are doing that, and it's a couple of, nose ring, leftist kids that probably out of Stanford or Berkeley who's doing it, but they are making fun of Donald Trump, and it's hard for us to sit here and go, this is a stupid thing. And so I'm not saying, I think it is funny, and I think it's great that some of the stuff they're coming up with is actually quite original and clever, and they've got talent. They're great trolls. That's not the point. The point is that if he was a Nazi and he's a xenophobe and a homophobe and a fascist and all these things, then why are you copying him? Could you imagine Gavin Newsom start taking excerpts from Mein Kampf? Start posting photos of Hitler, or have Gavin Newsom and a Hitler mustache? Well, that's what you're doing. You're talking, it's bullshit. It's all show. Gavin Newsom doesn't think Donald Trump's Hitler. Nobody thinks he's Hitler. No. Everyone knows he's not Hitler. They just come up with anything. They know he's not a pedophile. It's the flavor of the week. And you notice how you're not hearing anything about Epstein? You notice you're not hearing anything about E. Jean Carroll? You notice you're not hearing about any of the accusations of rape? Why? Well, because it's ran its course.
It's old news.
And they will bring it up again. Wait until the midterms. They'll bring up Jeffrey Epstein. Mm-hmm. This is what they do. This is this news cycle. And we get so caught up into it. It just really pisses me off. So I think my point is, it's not that they're doing this, because I find the humor in it. And it's actually, like I said, quite funny. And I've been laughing. I almost shared a couple because I thought they were actually quite good.
To be honest, I haven't seen any of them. I haven't really been.
Well, you saw them in the video.
Yeah.
You saw them wrapped in a flag and having the butler with the bottle of ketchup and the blown off ear. Once again, that's not something I think is very funny. But if you're going to make fun of a president's assassination, well, why aren't you making fun of Ronald Reagan? He was a Republican and they shot him. Could we see maybe Gavin Newsom getting thrown into the limo with a red, blood spat or blood soaked in one of his shirts? Would that be okay? Do you think Donald Trump can go
What about
ahead
sitting on the back of a convertible in Texas?
Right. Do you think Melania, we can put her in a pink suit and have her go and collect Donald Trump's brains in the back of a limo in Dallas, Texas? So I think there's some lines here that are being crossed, and that's fine. I don't care about that. It's freedom of speech. But what the people are buying it and actually taking him seriously as a candidate based upon the things that I just showed you, and which shows that California is an abysmal failure in every aspect of what it's doing. Jackson Cole, ban him, please. So that was my point about this. Another video, you've already seen this, so you don't have to watch this one, so you can get that person.
Done.
Good job.
So, if you look at the structure that's behind.
So, did you hear Kristi Noem, Liv?
I did.
She started embracing. DEI on the border. I thought it was great.
I did, yes.
Yeah, here it is. 100% Kristi Noem embracing DEI. The top of the meme says, "The left claims border victory as Kristi Noem finally embraces DEI on the southern border." Here it is.
Now, if you look at the structure that's behind me, it's tall, which makes it very, very difficult to climb, almost impossible. It also goes deep into the ground, which would make it very difficult, if not impossible, to dig under. And today, we are also going to be painting it black. That is specifically at the request of the president, who understands that in the hot temperatures down here, when something is painted black, it gets even warmer, and it will make it even harder for people to climb.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Oh, son of a bitch! Son of a bitch.
Now, if you look,
nothing wrong with a little bit of humor, but this is triggering them completely. I mean, they're flipping out.
Well, you know what they say: once you go black, you never go back, right?
But we want them to go back, Olivia. We don't want them to stay here. So maybe you should write Kristi Noem. Shit, that's going to have the opposite fact.
I don't have my comedian hat on today.
No, it's good. Maureen Davidson, donated $50, always informative. Thank you for all the work you put into the show. Maureen, thank you so much. That means a great deal. Thank you. They're saying this is inhumane.
What's inhumane about it?
Yeah, you know what I would do is like, I don't know, maybe coat them with oil and gasoline and maybe like napalm, and then when they go over to the other side, it puts up flame spurts like the swamp of what the hell is it in Princess Bride?
Oh my gosh.
The dire swamp.
No.
The fire swamp.
Yeah, fire swamp.
Fire swamp, and have the spurts come out, and then
they should have buckets of hot tar and feather people as they climb over. Maybe
I mean, how about anything to actually dissuade them from coming over? But I think you need to talk to Kristi and say you shouldn't paint it black, because once you go black, you never go back. That's certainly not racist at all, Liv, and I'm really glad you brought it up. Here's my thought is that
better some of the other comments I've made.
Yeah. We have a table. It's an aluminum rolled table outside, and it's 90 degrees. I put my arms on that. I swear to God, I could cook an egg. I could cook a steak on that thing. I don't need a barbecue. I could just literally cook it on that table. I can't imagine a galvanized steel, probably 3/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick, just sitting baking in the sun and radiating from all the sand. I mean, that sand, that thing's going to be, you touch that thing. I don't care if you touch it at 4 o'clock in the morning. We remember Phoenix at 4 in the morning. We would make love on the patio out there, and it would still be 120 degrees.
Oh, yeah. Don't go barefoot outside. You burn the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, so having to wear shoes when you're making whoopee on the balcony. Love that. I mean, it's going to obviously, whatever makes it tougher for them to get across, then I'm all for it. Okay. ROUS's
absolutely.
Lightning Sand. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I wonder if she ever watches the show. She's a Trump fan. So
Mickey watches the show, so.
Yeah, but you cut my hair, and I'm sorry, I just made fun of you. It's just the way you say it. Absolutely, like
We love you.
There's a person who cuts our hair, and it doesn't matter what you ask her. You could be like, so I just was wondering what you think about the pulverizing factor of asteroids blasting across the moon's lunar orbit and pushing them directly around. And without the moon, we probably would have been struck several other times. It could have been an Ellie event for the Earth. And how do you feel about that? Absolutely. That's the answer. What do you want for lunch? Absolutely. And we'll be sitting there in the waiting line, and we'll count how many times we take a drink. Olivia goes in her purse and we do a shot game. Shot show. Here is one last video, and this is the one. Oof, this one's gonna piss Olivia off. By the way, if you have not had a chance, it's actually doing fairly well right now. This is Cracker Barrel, and you heard it here, folks.
Once every other year.
Cracker Barrel is one of our favorite restaurants of all time. Now, we don't have one close here. We love it. I mean, when we were in Arizona, we went to Cracker Barrel all the time.
Albuquerque
And Arizona. Mm-hmm. We went to Cracker Barrel, but we love Cracker Barrel. Love their iced tea. Love their pot roast. Love their apple pie. Love everything about it.
The chicken pot pie.
Yeah, the environment was amazing. You'd walk in, and they had all these amazing candles.
A big fireplace.
Rugs. And we would go out there and throw a piece of wood on the fireplace at times, and they didn't care. When we were in Colorado, we did it. We'd go and throw a piece of wood on there, and the managers and everybody would be like, haha, family, everyone's having a great time. And then they started getting a little uppity about things. They started taking away the rocking chairs. They started removing stuff, and they went a little woke. And they are rolling on the side of woke. This lady, this CEO, I mean, I hate to tell you, I did some research, and I'm like, maybe this isn't woke. Maybe this is corporate rebranding. Nope, this is woke. They just released the Cracker Barrel LGBTQ plus alliance. It kind of looks like a prostate, which is just ironic and kind of funny at the same time. They should have one that also has ovaries in it, just to really kind of bring everyone together. But it says the LGBTQ plus alliance supporting home office and field employees to bring their whole selves to work while strengthening Cracker Barrel's relationship to the LGBT community. Holy fuck.
Seriously.
Yeah, totally woke. Totally woke. Because they still think. You got to understand, the DEI ranking system in corporate America, it was in Comcast, it was in Apple too. They pay a lot of money for corporations to join these departments and to create this culture inside the work establishment, because they think they're doing something. I think they're changing people's lives. And honestly, every person, there's only a couple people that I know who wanted promotions, like Glenda and Comcast. She was like, oh my God, white fragility was so awakening. And I'm like, what the are you talking? You are one of the most offensive human beings in the world, Glenda. You're like a munchkin with a frickin' sailor's mouth. And I love Glenda. I still love Glenda. I don't know what she feels about me, and I don't really care. But I do care about her. She's a great lady. She was a good friend of ours, and, she tolerated my ass. But she's like, Matt, you should really learn about it because it's so unconscious bias. I'm like, the whole name of it just throws me off. If it's unconscious, then how the hell do you expect me to learn anything from it if I don't know I'm doing it? And so I took the training. She's like, you'll love it. And I hated it. Every minute of it. All 4 hours of it. I thought it was the worst. I think HR departments, honestly, are the worst thing to happen to corporate America and worst thing to happen to any business ever. If you're a business, don't get an HR department. Don't. If you can't trust your front-end managers to handle complaints from your employees, then they don't deserve to be hired. If they are doing things that are inappropriate, there's a chain of command. Go to the regional manager. If the regional manager's not there, then go to the zone VP. If the VP is not there, then go to this person. But eventually, if something is taking place that's inappropriate, you should contact one person and one person alone, the police. That's it. Nothing will get a corporate office's attention more than if you have someone sexually harassing you in the workplace is by calling the cops. And you will be amazed at what that changes. But see, corporations want control. They don't want you to go out of house. They don't want to open themselves up to lawsuits. So they have an HR department, and they are the Third Reich Nazis that won't allow free thought in the workplace. And I am just absolutely against it. Here's the video. Olivia is probably going to go off on this one. She loves Cracker Barrel. And here is the new look. You let me know what you think.
Got it.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful restaurant. So we're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
I mean,
Michael looked a little shocked there. Oh,
well,
really?
Michael Strahan, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. But this is what it looks like. I mean, I now listen, the quilts of the American Revolution, I can get behind that, but that's not what these are about. This is to modernize, to make it look, I don't know, Art Deco. Even the fact that they have these new parking spaces here for pickup just drives me up the wall. They took away the rustic feel. I mean, don't you remember the way it used to look? I mean, this is it now. It looks like it looks like an Applebee's.
And I was just gonna say that.
Were you gonna say that?
Yes.
Shit, I'm sorry. I should stop. Go ahead. Tell me what are your thoughts?
It doesn't look like a Cracker Barrel anymore. Half the reason you go to a Cracker Barrel is the old country store feel, and like you're going back in time with a huge fireplace in there. And I loved looking at the walls and loved looking at the history in there and seeing all the stuff that they had.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was awesome, and I loved it. And now I'm like, ugh. And what a big head that lady has. Here, let me give you another soundbite. Do you actually think you're that important that people are going to make soundbite out of you?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Well, here's the old. I mean, it was close. It was community. The things on the wall, it was rustic. It wasn't overly bright. It had a real dark feel to it. And that was what made it so
loved it.
Rustic and antiquated. It was just simple. And, then the peg game was on the table.
Yeah. And it felt like you could just turn around and talk to your neighbors. And honestly, if you needed something, hey, talk to your neighbor and then give it to you. And it was welcoming and open and friendly. And now it just feels uptight and like you're going to pull the stick out of your ass literally after you walk out of that restaurant, because it's just too uptight.
Well, a lot of people have said that our set looks a lot like the Cracker Barrel set. And that's
really?
Absolutely, yeah, it's absolutely true. It does. I mean, there's a reason why. I mean, I remember the giant checkerboard and going out in the rocking chair. Then they got rid of the military rocking chairs because somehow those were offensive to people. And I look at it this way, like, can I say, can the Crackers have a place to go? Because the Crackers don't have anywhere to go anymore. Where do we go?
You're taking all of our places.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere. So where do we go? Love's Cafeteria is gone. Can't do Love's anymore. Golden Corral is, that's
well,
horrible.
I wonder if the Black Anus is still open in California.
The Black Anus is one of my favorite. Thomas Austin donated 2110 prayers for the Cape. Hatteras? Is it Hatteras or Hatteras? It's Hatteras, yeah.
I don't know.
North Carolina. You got it, Thomas. Stay low, stay small, stay frosty, buddy. But yeah, going there, like when we would go to Georgia and go to my grandma, I think, and my aunt's house, and we would, go on a trip, we would go in and have amazing Southern food. I'm going to have fried okra and have, apple bites, hush puppies, and amazing chicken. That was just, oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you. And cornbread and sweet
the
tea.
Cornbread.
Oh, it was great. I love the Southern cooking. There was a great place called the Spiced Apple in Florida. I talked about this like 4 years ago, and we went in there and they had these hush puppies with honey and butter, and oh God, you just
seriously, I'm trying to eat healthy.
Let's
not talk about
pull
this.
apart, like literally just pull apart like cinnamon roll. I think you just dip it in the butter, the apple butter and honey. Oh my God, forget about it. It was spiced apple. It was amazing. Black Anus in Ventura is still open. I remember the Black Anus over by the Esplanade Mall. Yeah. No, it was over by Buenaventura Mall. Sorry, not Esplanade. That's Oxnard. So it was, You know what's funny? Can I just say something about the opening of the show real quick?
Yes.
Okay, just one time. It's amazing that you get challenged on things by the haters, but whenever something comes up and I talk about it, I can give you exact details of the situation. Cypress Deadliest subscribed. Thanks, Cypress. We appreciate it. I mean, that's not nuance. We're not using AI here. But yeah, the Black Anus. Wait, was it over by Buenaventura Mall? I know Fuddruckers was over by Buenaventura Mall. And the Black Anus wasn't that more middle Ventura? Central Ventura? over by the Hungry Hunter? Yes, it was. Where was it? But I remember all the time we would go and the neon would be out, the G would be out, and it'd say the Black Anus. And it was out for like a year and a half. And my dad would drive by and he's like, anybody want to eat some Black Anus tonight? And I'm like, absolutely, it sounds good. Let's reenact that we're in prison. But is the Buenaventura Mall still there, Angela? Let me know. And Angela, do you know me from Ventura or something? Did we go to school together or something? Or did you just find us and you happen to be from Ventura, VTA? But yeah, I remember the Black Angus. I can't remember where it was located. It wasn't Halifax. I mean, no, it wasn't, because there's Telegraph Road, there's Halifax, there's Montgomery, it was Central, like Tech Center. Where the hell was it?
Debbie, can you get fudge at the Black Anus?
It's awfully nutty, but yeah, you can do it. Sometimes it has corn, but Black Angus, Ventura. See, I'm gonna beat myself. No, Matt, it's by where Mervin's.
Gross.
Yes, Mervin's. That's right. You're right. That's where it was. And I remember we go shopping there to Mervin's all the time. Wasn't Monkey Ward's there before Mervin? Yes, Monkey Ward's was there before Mervin's. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah. That's right. Now, gotta remember, it's been years. I mean, years since I've been there. Let's go look. So there's the Black Angus. Chick-fil-A wasn't there. The only Chick-fil-A in Ventura area was in Oxnard at the Esplanade Mall. There wasn't one in Buenaventura when I was growing up. Is Orange Julius still around? That was good. Winco, Revere. Oh my God, everything's changed. My God, they have built this up. So I used to live, see, here's the 101. Ventura High School's over here somewhere. Here's the east side of Ventura. Here's the Ventura County Fair. Surfers Point, grew up surfing there. Ventura High School is going to be, I'm getting turned around. I'm getting spun. Hold on. Let me find it. Well, people are going to kill me. Where's Poli Street? There's V Beach. There's Arts. Is Ralph's Comics still here? Here's the Fairgrounds. Wasn't it? You would have to go. No, that was into Ojai. Oh, see, I didn't drive in Ventura, so I don't remember. No, it's not up there. Where the hell is it? Here's the Foothill Mountains. Here's Foothill Road. That leads to my house. So Ventura is going to be over here, Ventura High School. It's got to be right around here. Angela, help me. There's Ventura Botanical Gardens. There's Mission. There's Vaughn's. There's Blake. All right, now I'm getting frustrated. Let's go to Poli Street. Is it called Poli Street anymore? God, everything's changed.
Hungry Hunter got torn down for more parking.
Oh, see, I was close. I was close. There's Poli. So there's the field. So high school is going to be right around here. Here's Cabrillo. Okay, so we're on the east. Okay, so there's Cabrillo. Anacapa is going to be over to the east. All right, I'm remembering. Let's see.
Pete's Breakfast House.
What about it?
It just said Pete's Breakfast House. I'm reading the map.
So here's Ventura. There's our baseball field. Here's our football field. Massive. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. You guys, I'm not kidding. These are concrete bleachers right here. And then here was the away. And then here's where this right over here. This is where all the fights took place.
Where's the actual school?
Oh God. Wait. Here's the tennis courts. School is right here.
Oh, it's across the street.
Here's the pool. School. Here's Poli where all the shootings used to take place. School.
Oh, it's different buildings?
School. Oh, yeah. It's massive.
Wow.
It's massive. So, like, this school is, I mean, look at the size of it.
My high school could fit into your freaking football
Look at the
stadium.
size of this thing. There was the liquor store over here. It's Pete's Breakfast House. So it's not, this used to be a liquor store. I don't remember the name of it. It wasn't Jew's Liquor, J-U-S. Sorry, not J-E-W-S. Knock it off, people. Don't be anti-Semitic. But the pool's beautiful. Water polo here. Have a golf team.
Wow.
But it was massive. Here's the baseball fields. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is practice field. This is where like the girls softball team plays. The science and tech lab is right over here. So this is where like science class is right here.
God, how many kids in that school?
5,000.
Jeez.
I think maybe
insane.
But that was during peak. Where was my home? Oh, I'll show you that. So,
oh gosh, my high school could have fit in your football stadium. I mean, my God.
So
like,
go ahead.
That's insane. Like there was the same amount. I know it's grown, but the town I grew up in the town, itself, there was only 5,000 people.
Yeah, so
That's just
this is
insane.
Foothill Road, and right above, somewhere around here, oh, here it is, 2 trees. It's no longer 2 trees, it's 1 tree, because looks like they got them both. 1 tree burnt down. So there used to be 2 solid oak trees that were just giant. I mean, giant oak trees, and you could see them, because this is foothills. And you would ride along Foothill Road, a beautiful road, so fun to ride. And when you're driving around here, going through the 101, or you're coming up, going along Loma Vista or Telegraph, which Telegraph is huge. I lived right off of Telegraph. You could see the 2 oaks, and it was beautiful. I think 1 burned down, and this is where they had the Padres came up and established. I think there was a mission up there or something. I can't remember the whole thing, but this big on the Padres.
So where was your house?
Okay, so you follow Foothill Road right here, and you come across, and then this is your turn. So you would go up. I don't think you go uphill. It's changed. Nope. This is avocados, I think. Yeah. I think this is avocados or almonds. I don't know. It used to be like avocados and citrus all up here, but you would go up Foothill, and there was another road that you would turn down. Oh, Victoria. Here it is. And you would go down Victoria, and here's Poinsettia Elementary School. I don't remember Poinsettia, but this used to be, I believe this is new, because this used to be fields too, and I think it's avocado. You come down here, and then here's Telegraph Road. So you come down Telegraph Road, and then you would go down, let's see if I can find it by myself. There's Telegraph, and you would go down Kimball. There it is. Okay, so this is all new construction, because this all used to be fields. See this? I got confused. So you come down Kimball, and then you come down here, and you go to Telephone Road, and I got to find the railroad tracks, because that's where I lived. Yep, there they are. There's Bristol, and here are the railroad tracks. So I lived on Bristol, and then you come down here, Montgomery, and here's Neath Street. So you turn down, and you go down Neath. Now, right here, these are all strawberry fields, and we fresh strawberries anytime you want to go in there, and you pick them, and we'd have fresh strawberries. We have strawberry jam, strawberry everything. So you go down here, and you turn down Montgomery, and you come on over here to 84, 86. They drained the pool.
Oh, that's the house?
My dad built this pool. He was a pool salesman, and we were the only place. There's only one other pool in the entire community, and that was up here at Vendale Pool, which is right here. This is a community pool for the area, and we had a pool, and it was massive. I mean, you can see how big the damn thing was. They let it drain. Obviously, they don't run it. It's too expensive to run in California because everyone's broke.
The water, yeah.
And if we go into Street View, I wonder if the basketball hoop's still up. This thing, my dad had a single ply board, and he made a basketball. It was horrible. The thing was a brick. But all of these bricks, these hedges are still here. We put them in. My dad and I. All the brick here. This fence. The Frosts lived right over here. And we used to have these huge junipers that would be like 35 feet tall right here. And this is where the Frosts lived. So this was our place. This is where I slipped playing tag, and I split my head open, and I got a scar, and they poured alcohol in it when I got to the ER.
Getting a phone call.
What?
You're getting a phone call.
Oh, okay. All right. So from here, 1 second. We'll be right with you on the phone. So from
No worries, Matt.
All right. So if we go and zoom out again, let's see. I want to go back to 84, 86. So up here is my school. I used to go and walk or ride. But look, remember I told you guys I live right next to the railroad tracks and how close it was?
Wow.
Look at this. These are the railroad tracks. And these are massive Union Pacifics that go through here. And we used to go and put pennies and everything else on here and watch this thing. And this thing went by all the time. So we were right by the train tracks. You don't hear them. Then here was my school, Unipra Sarah School. And it's right here. So, and look at my elementary school. Look at the size of it.
Jeez.
This is my elementary. It was massive. Junipero Serra. And I was a Padre. Here is the park that we go on. And this was horrible. This was a death trap. They used to have
they all were back then.
Horrible. Cat shit in every square inch of that thing. So that's where I grew up. And you can tell I was right by the ocean. It was surf all the time. And I loved it. And Ventura was beautiful. But you can see all these piers. I mean, It's a beautiful place, and it's turned into a
A
shithole
tour
now.
of my town would take about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but this
My
is
house isn't standing anymore.
but
I
like
grew
this
up
is
in.
the Ventura Marina. This is where like all the fishing boats are, and then we grew real close up to Oxnard, Port Hueneme, where all the military. Here's Port Hueneme down here in Oxnard. U.S. Navy Seabee Museum's down here. I miss it. Anyway, let's get to our caller now that we've walked down memory lane. Hi, is this? Let me see.
This is Angela. I'm going to walk you down memory lane here.
All right, Angela, bring us to it. Tell me a little bit about how we know each other, and we must know each other from Ventura. Come on.
We don't.
Really?
We don't. I happened to come across you on a podcast. I was really interested, and so I sent you a thing to follow, and you and I got to talking. I'm like, well, I grew up in Fillmore.
That's right.
My husband and I live here in Ventura. Our kids all graduated from high school here in Ventura, but I grew up in Fillmore.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 63.
Okay, so I mean, I'm 51, so you've got some on me, but I was always an old soul. What did I miss? Did I screw up? Or did I get...
No, it's just the Black Angus was down where the Mervin's at, which is now a Winco, which is on, I think it's Telegraph.
Yeah.
Telegraph, because Telephone is the one that goes down, it's below Loma Vista and all that.
Right.
But that's Black Angus is still there. Hungry Hunter, they tore down to make a parking lot for In-N-Out.
God, do you remember when that used to be good? Hungry Hunter.
Oh, Hungry Hunter was amazing. That was our favorite restaurant. It was like, when they tore that down, I cried. I'm like, are you kidding? And the only Hungry Hunter that we still have left here in California is in Bakersfield,
which I grew up in and I've been to. And
it's amazing too.
I just went to it the last time I was there, 2015. One of the last restaurants we ate at before we moved back or went to Houston was the Hungry Hunter in Bakersfield.
Right, exactly. But yeah, California. Yeah, I grew up here. I'm a Cali girl, but I'm so looking forward to retiring and getting out of California because California is a shithole.
Come to Virginia.
My husband grew up in Virginia. He grew up in Percival.
Do you know where I live, lady?
I know, really close.
No, I live in Percival. Yeah,
my husband grew up in Percival.
Angela's husband grew up in Percival. This is like Eagle River. Like we all know each other. That's great. Yeah, I miss Ventura. It was one of my favorites. So the Two Oaks, did one of them burn down? Is that true?
It is, and they replanted 2 trees, and one of them died. One of them's trying to survive. I have a picture that somebody painted. We were down in the harbor in Ventura, and there was a local artist that painted it. And I told my husband, "So look, it's 2 trees, but it's not the original 2 trees."
Right. So
during the Thomas fire, we had a huge, massive fire here.
I know. I remember.
Oh God, that was horrid. It burned at the top of our street. We lost 4 homes on our street.
I donated a lot for that. I just watched my childhood burn. You know what I mean?
It was horrid. It was horrid.
So we used to go up here to 2 trees, and they're right. There was a mission up there. I remember, but this is the new 2 trees, but the old, that might be the old one. They were huge, and you could see them. We used to go up there and drink beers, and then we would go down below and go cow tipping at night.
There you go.
Yep, we would go cow tipping and literally throw cow patties at each other. But we go cow tipping down there, and then we would go up and go to the Two Oaks and do the hike, and it was just breathtaking.
Oh, it is. It's a great view. You got a wonderful ocean view from there. You've got a whole panoramic view. It's wonderful. The San Buenaventura Mission is down on Main Street. It's at the end of Main Street.
That's right. Okay. But I thought there was one up by the Two Oaks a long time ago. Like
there might have been they might have had a bell up there because they actually came through that area. But Cañada Larga, which is, I live off of Shell Road going towards Oakview.
Yep.
Cañada Larga has the aqueduct for where they were taking water to the mission.
We used to crawl through that aqueduct and take it to the beach to avoid all the narcs at high school. So we would go down that aqueduct and walk through it to get down to East Ventura Beach.
Yeah, there you go. In Ventura High School, it's still all locked off during the day. Nobody can get down.
Oh man, we would make homemade torches. We would go to automotive class and we would get old oil rags and wrap them around wood, light it, and take it to the beach. Because if you tried to go down Polai, if you tried to go down by Ralph Comics or the Hi-Ho Burger, the greatest place in the frickin' world, which
that's gone too.
I know the corn taquitos, the great ketchup,
Oh, the
with
corn burritos
cheese.
were amazing.
Oh, and the hamburgers were so good. Anyway, they closed Hi-Ho, and you used to go down that by McLean Adult Ed and then get to the beach. Well, all the narcs started parking, so we used to take the aqueduct. And if there was a flood, we were dead. I mean, you're just dead. You're toast. Because it's a good, It's a good, 4 miles to the beach, and we would make that trek. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a death trap if it's raining and you're trying to go down there. Yeah, that's
So
not
stupid.
a good place to be.
Yeah, I just remember something about Pierre Agura or something like that, a missionary that the missions, when they went up, they found that location, and at least maybe it was more of like a prayer site or something like that had holy meaning that they used. I don't remember the history.
Juniper Serra is the one who founded the mission here.
Yeah.
You know that they had his statue up in front of City Hall.
I went to Juniper Serra.
They were going to take it down.
Yeah.
They were going to take it down and destroy it.
Yeah.
And someone came in under the cover of darkness and they stole it, and it's now on the church ground.
Well, I was a padre, so I went to Juniper Serra Elementary School. Some people say Juniper Serra, and it was always Junipero when we were growing up. I don't know, it's changed, but yeah, I was a padre. So, and then I went to Anacapa, and then Anacapa to Ventura, because they redistrict the lines of Ventura, and this was so racist. But you remember the time they wanted more white people in Ventura because it was predominantly Hispanic and black. So they started shuttling kids from good neighborhoods to kind of change the culture in Ventura, which is completely fucking horrible. We were 20 miles. We were in Saticoy, for God's sake.
I know. It was really strange how they did the district of it. Luckily, I live way off the avenue. I live more I'm like 5 minutes from Casitas Springs, where I live at.
We used to go fishing in Casitas, Lake Casitas, all the time. I grew up in Lake Casitas.
So my kids went to Ventura High School.
Did he? How old is he?
My oldest son will be 39 in October.
How about your husband didn't go to Ventura, so there's nobody who.
No, my husband graduated from Loudon High School.
I was going to say Valley. Did you go to Valley?
Yeah, Loudon Valley High School, 1979.
We're going to do Olivia's now, since we're doing it, might as well. So last thing.
So Paul needs to call in.
You were up in Fillmore, right?
Right.
Well, we used to buy fireworks in Fillmore because that's the only place you could buy
them.
We were
the only place that sold them.
That's right.
It was the only place that was legal to do fireworks. But everybody from Ventura and Santa Paula and Oxnard and Camarillo, everybody bought fireworks in Fillmore.
Yeah, you want to hear something funny? Is my dad was captain of the fire department, so he was Station 13 right off of Telegraph Road. So he was the.
That's exactly where that's at.
Yep, Richard Spear. He was the captain, and he used to go into Fillmore, and he would get all the illegal fireworks that were not available, and everybody, the fire department, police, military, the whole neighborhood would go to our house because nobody would come to Richard Spear's house and tell him not to set off fireworks. And my dad did it right. He had fire extinguishers at the west end, the east end, the north end, the south end, like literally block and a half away. And he had people on spot, and he would bring the fire department out there, and they would literally watch for any bottle rockets or any sky rockets that went astray. And we had a police officer
on our street that did the same thing. And it's like, dude, he worked for Oxnard PD, so he could put off all he wanted. If any of the rest of us tried to put him off, we would get a $1,500 fine.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Then they started putting up helicopters and Cessnas and started narking people off and flashing houses. Yeah, I grew up on the avenue, but my relationship mainly was Oakview. I had a ton of friends in Oakview. Like my entire group was all Oakview people. So we may know some of the same people simply because of that. But I was in Oakview all the time. I spent most of my 16 to 18s. I was in Oakview every night. I was always there.
Yeah. So. My kids were too, even though we lived in Ventura. They had a lot of friends in Oakview. They were up there more in Oakview than they were here in Ventura.
Me too. Do you remember Ojai Valley Inn and Country Club?
Oh yeah, it's still there, and in fact, they've expanded. That place is absolutely gorgeous.
My dad started off as a golf pro there, and I used to run golf carts with all the amigos, and that's how I stayed from getting my ass kicked on the avenue. And I could still walk on the avenue today, is because all the amigos said, "Leave, Mateo alone. Don't touch Ricardo's son." So when all the gangsters, Ventura Avenue gangsters, were I was protected on high. Nobody fucked with me in Ventura. Nobody. Because I was protected because of my dad. So he became a purchasing manager when the Sharps came in and made it to Jack Nicklaus Golf Course, and they remodeled it. The Sharps came in, bought it, and then they made my dad a purchasing manager, and they made him like a senior VP for Ojai Valley and Country Club, and then he moved to Colorado. So there's some relationship there.
Walking down memory lane there.
I know. God, that's fun. I can't believe you. Thank you for doing that for me, because I like to use my brain and reach the recess of the memory, and it's all flooding back to me.
It's always fun to go back. And, it's like, oh, my gosh, oh, yeah, I remember so-and-so. And, oh, yeah, I remember doing, growing up in Fillmore, because it was such a small town, whatever we did, our parents knew before we even got home.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
After a football game, they always had parties out by the cemetery in Fillmore.
Yep.
And I'd never gone and done anything like that before, but I did go one night with one of my friends and a guy that went to school with us, but he was living in Lancaster, but he came back for this football game, and we all went out there. When I got home, my mom and dad were like, "Well, where were you?" And I'm like, "Well, I was with Nanette and
oh boy,
yeah." And she's like, "Yeah, but where were you?" I said, "Well, we were just kind of like cruising." Where
to the
were
cemetery?
You?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we were at the cemetery. Oh, so you were at that party. I didn't drink, honestly. I didn't drink out there, It was just Annette and Kevin and I, but, then we got the crap scared out of us because somebody decided they would be full of funny because you had to go through the cemetery to get to the backside. They didn't lock the cemetery.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
And someone put their head on top of a gravestone, and we saw that and flipped out. I'm like, yeah, we just need to go home now. No, we're going to go to the party. So we did, but like I said, my parents knew before I got home, and I'm like, holy crap. Okay, yeah. I was out there at the party. It was all out there. I'm not ratting on anybody else. Sorry. I don't know how you found out I was out there. Somebody obviously ratted on me, but I'm not ratting.
But everybody
on
knew
else.
It was a small town. I mean, like it wasn't a small town. It was a massive metropolis of people. It's California, but everyone knew each other. And the things that we did, my kids will never have it that good. I mean, the shit that I did growing up. I mean,
got away with.
I've got stories that you can't even frickin' just comprehend the shit that we did. And it was all insane. I got banned from the California school districts. I've never told this story, and I really need to tell this story, but California banned me from all their school districts.
It's a pretty funny story.
I was I was like second quarter. It was, I don't know, it was December, November, I think, of my senior year. And Diane Wooten from Ventura, but they solicited I could only go to adult education. They banned me from all Ventura Unified School Districts in California. I'll tell you what I did. And you know what? It was nothing criminal, but it was very, very bad. And so I'll just give you a taste. So I'm an artist by trade. And then we'll go into Olivia and her background because Paul wants to call in. So I'm an artist by trade. And there was a guy named Adam Provo who came and moved from Utah. No, he wasn't Utah.
I was going to say
Provo,
Utah.
It was Northern California somewhere, Frisco, wherever. And he came in, and the kid was crazier than a shithouse rat. But he moved to Oakview. And we hung out with the Bomb Squad. And you may know who the Bomb Squad was. They were Ventura Avenue gang, but they were taggers. Right. So I knew all the guys in TBS. Like the Bomb Squad, I knew them all. And they knew Chaka and Tempt in LA, who were two of the biggest graffiti artists in the world. I mean, these guys are incredible. And Chaka and Tempt, their cousins, which was I can't remember the guy's name. Oh yeah, it was Sniper, and I don't remember the other guys' names, but they were the two taggers, and they taught the Bomb Squad how to throw up their graffiti art. So my buddy Steve and Troy and Larry and these guys and Matt Preston, they all knew how to do graffiti art, and they learned from hanging out with these guys. So they would throw up tags all over Ventura County, and we're talking murals. We're talking 40-foot by 20-foot murals. I mean, incredible detail in the aqueducts and everything else. So the Bomb Squad was born, but then the tag team was born. Tag team was our little group. And all of a sudden, our tags, probably a year, we would raise money. I can't tell you how we raised money, but we used the school for a lot of our funding. And we would go down to Dunn Edwards paint, which you remember Dunn Edwards, and we would get we would get the Krylon spray paint, but it was always locked up because of the graffiti art. So we would hire people. We'd go out in the parking lot and say, hey dude, here's 150, go buy me 5 cans of this and keep the change. And so we would get our Krylon paint and then go do our bombs. Anyway, so after about a year and a half of doing tags all over the town, the Bomb Squad and the tag team were the shit. Like we were the shit. And we were like two of the biggest graffiti artists in Southern California of these groups. So what had happened after that is that Tom Temprano, who was the gang guidance counselor, Ventura never admitted they had gangs, by the way. They never did that publicly, but he was the gang counselor. That was his, they created a flag on us and they started investigating our group. And I'm talking investigating our group. All the narcs would meet on us every week. They would talk about us. So all of a sudden in Oakview, when we're like, hey, we met one night. We're like, we have to simmer this down. The narcs are getting close to us. They're starting to figure out who we are. They're going to know, people are going to narc us off, you know, and we got to stop this crap. And then plus Santa Paula crazy boys are like threatening to kill us and stuff because they said we tagged over one of their tags. So they were like trying to find out who we were because they wanted to kill us. They shot our friend Anthony Ortega 6 times in the middle of the field and with a .22 rifle in his chest. And they were trying to find us too. So this is crazy shit. So all of a sudden we're like, okay, let's dial it down. Like literally, if you have any paint at your house, get rid of it. You have any tag team shirts? And we had shirts, we had it all. He's like, get rid of it. Any paraphernalia. So we like literally cleansed our entire house and we're like, we're done. We're going dark. We're ghosting this. And all of a sudden our tags around Oakview and Ojai and Ventura and on the way up there, people started crossing us out. And all it said was Solo, S-O-L-O. And it was this guy. It was like totally out of like Break in the movie. You know, the guy Spit, who was horrible, and he was a homeless guy. He crossed us out and he put up this bomb right next to it. And it was ungodly quality. It looked like he stenciled everything. I mean, no drips, perfect lines, color gradients like you've never seen before, no oversprays. It was just, we're like, who the fuck is doing this? Everywhere we went, tag teams, bombs were crossed out, and Solo was over the top of them. And we're like, we got a player who moved to Oakview. So we start trying to research this, right? And all of this goes in. Well, at this time, the investigation breaks and they're like, we can't answer. We can't go and tag over his stuff. We're going to get caught. Well, the investigation broke. I got kicked out of Ventura School District for all the other things that we did besides the graffiti art. So I'm over in adult ed and everybody has their spies out. People are like, find this guy. Just everybody who's drawing something, look. Whatever it is, just try to find this guy. And I get to adult ed in McLean High School. It's like my 4th day there. And my mom had just beaten the crap out of me, man. I probably still had a black eye and a bloody lip, and she was a horrible woman. And they dropped me off at McLean, and I go in there, and I get to Mr. Beck's class, and I sit down, and he's like, you're here because, you're a horrible human being, blah, blah, blah. They gave me the speech, and I sat down and started doing my work. And as I look over, there's a guy, and he's doing art, and he's using drip pens, and he's drawing something, and I'm just like, oh, man, cool. This guy's a fellow tagger, So we start talking, and then we just start talking about stuff. Hey, when'd you get here? He's like, I just moved here, blah, blah. And I'm starting to like get a feeling a little bit. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what are you drawing, dude? He's like, I'm just doing some art. And I'm like, well, show me. And he starts dropping these ridiculous bombs on paper. And I'm just like, dude, you're incredible. He's like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I've been doing it a long time. And I'm like, oh, it's awesome. I'm like, hey, man, I want to tell you why I'm here is because I'm a part of tag team. And he looks at me and he goes, what? And I said, tag team. He's like, motherfucker. He's like, there ain't no way. And I'm like, all right, we don't start showing him our art. And he looks at me. He's like, dude, I've been looking for you guys for a long time. And I just get like a cold chill down my neck. And he's like, what's up, man? My name's Solo. And I'm like, oh, shit. So like this guy's sitting right in front of me, winds up being a great guy. So we become friends, and I introduce him to the tag team, and we're like, well, we've got to distract them away from tag team. Matt got burned. We're all going to get burned. So we created another group called Double Agents, and we would go around and cross out all of tag team shit, but it was us.
Go.
Well, I'm almost done. I swear to God, I'm almost done. So what we did is we decided, okay, this was it. We have to like just get the distraction away from us. We've got to change this. So we went to Ventura High School on the mural. You know the mural. It's the Aztec one that's like we tagged that whole thing. That entire wall. And it was, I think it was Feel the Music. There was a guy with a giant leg that came down with a boot. And then there was musical chords all over the place. And we put KRS-One and Public Enemy and NWA. And it was just, like we had like 25 people tagging that night. And we cut that thing in like an hour and a half. And then it was all through it. It said Double Agents. And like it kind of drew away the attention from the other guys, and they started looking for that group. But this is Ventura, California, grown up. So there's a little bit of the story.
Well, I'm glad I could walk you down memory lane.
Yeah, we got into some trouble. Like, we moved out of California after that. There was a lot of stupid shit that we did, but it was growing up, and it was fun, and it was exciting. Angela, thank you for spending the time with us. I'm going to give you your minute, and then we're going to go talk about Montana, it looks like. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good evening.
Do you want your minute? Do you have anything?
Oh, no, I was just happy to walk you down memory lane.
Oh, thank you for listening to me ramble for 20 minutes.
No worries. No, Ventura has definitely changed. It hasn't changed for the better since you left. That's why we're leaving California. We can't deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, our oldest son is in Oklahoma, and that's kind of where we're looking at, and what we can buy in Oklahoma versus what we have here in California. We're gonna be living good, and that's all we care about.
Well, that's amazing. You deserve it, and I wish you the very best. And thanks for walking me down that. Olivia's heard that story before, but I don't think I've said it publicly. But
I've heard the ins and outs of that story of how you earned the money.
Yeah, we had a full scam. Quickly, all the guys that were in the squad in senior year were nominated to like student body vice president and treasurer. So we controlled all of the attendance rosters that were the red grease pens on the laminated paper, where the only way they could tell if someone was absent was circling it with red. We would collect and pick those all up. So if you wanted to ditch school, you throw us a 20, and we just rub our finger over that, because all the people we assigned who would collect. And if you wanted to send a message in the PBX, you could send Valentine's Day, happy birthday. We controlled the operator, and we would, give you $1 per letter. You could do it. If you got a referral or detention, those things would disappear from first period class that were going up to the guidance counselor's office, and they would find their way into the trash can, because the teachers never followed up with referrals and detentions ever.
Oh, I'm so glad you weren't there when my son was going to school then.
Man, we had a racket. And then it all came crashing down.
That always does, but you know what? Yeah, my husband graduated from Loudon Valley High School, so
yeah.
So go in March. That might be even better for us. You just might back there.
We would love to see you. And
Loudon Valley is about 4 miles away from us.
Yeah, we would love to see it. And anytime you guys come up, let us know, and I'll talk your ear off. Just mention Colorado or California.
Oh, I will.
All right, Angela. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye. What a call. I'm sorry. Listen, this show, we try to stay on track.
Did you want to do the...
Yeah, of course. You deserve it.
Well, did you want to do the trivia first?
Yeah, because we need to get some donations, because I forgot about it.
I texted you.
That was so fun.
That was.
I'm
Sometimes
sorry.
it is.
I want you to do yours and talk about Montana. And it's not a competition. It's something we can do tonight. And it was just a long time ago and a history. So I'm really interested to see if there's anybody who watches the show from those days and have them call in. And listen, I want to clarify, I was nothing important. I was a nerd in school. I used to get beat up, and I wasn't tough, and I wasn't smart. I wasn't athletic. And I just learned to hang out with the kids who would protect me, and I wasn't loved. I had a horrible high school, but there was just something special about being in that group and doing things with them. It was awesome. It's just part of my youth I actually loved. Let's do the commercial real quick, and yes. I will put up the question. Folks, Liv, do you want to tell everybody how to do this?
Yes. So we have a question that we put up, and you need to text us. And where's the phone number? I don't have the thing memorized. I've got
I turned it off.
I don't have it memorized. 276-200-2105. You text us the answer and your full name. And the first person who texts us with the correct answer and their full name, JD Stillwell, will donate $10 in your name.
So if you haven't had a chance, please do. And by the way, you guys need to understand something. We destroyed property. And I understand that was against the law. And I understand it was stupid. And we paid for it. We wound up having to clean that entire mural. Well, I didn't. They did. And nothing to be proud of. You know, I can laugh about it now because I'm an adult, but you know, during that time I didn't understand. I was just a stupid kid and I went along and did stupid stuff. And I'm surprised I didn't get shot or get in jail. But it is what it is. Yeah, but I regret doing some of it. But we usually did aqueducts and we never put it on buildings and it was never public facing.
When did you do it where you didn't get caught? At night?
Yeah. Sometimes in the middle of the day. Adam was insane. Adam would just do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He got arrested one time in Oakview because he was doing the aqueduct in Oakview. Just cops were driving by, just nailed him. And he didn't care. He had no fear. And he wound up going to Camarillo State Hospital, which is a hospital. And he was a nutter. But we always tried to, tag team always tried to keep it away, right? It was never on school property. But once we started getting heat and stuff, we did it to draw attention away from us because we knew that would really, you know, piss off Tom Temprano and the guidance counselors and all of them. God, oh my, I remember all of them. They're all dead now. There's no way any of them are alive. They were all 40, 45, so they're probably all dead now. Wow. Okay. We're going to do a break. Then we're going to come back and we are going to talk a little bit more. We need to get some donations in here. We got to hit it. It's been a rough couple days. So if you guys can help us out, we would appreciate it. There's the quick video. I'm not going to play it yet. I'm going to put up the question.
Hi,
There's the phone number, 276. This is not the question. It's about to be the question. This is last night's or the night before last question. And here is coming. It's almost here. I'm going to make it bigger so everyone can see.
That's what she said.
That's what you didn't put a question mark at the end of your thing.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, punctuation is important, sweetheart. Here it is. You can call in 276-200-2105. How much tea was dumped into the Boston Harbor during the Boston Tea Party? Now, this is where we need to be exact with the question. We want poundage. And the poundage is the closest answer. So make a guess. Don't even Google it. Look it up. See what you can figure out. And remember, just don't look it up. Just guess. Overall pounds. And we'll give you the full details. Olivia will tell you all about it, give you a little history. Here it is.
Olivia Spear, host of The Dumb Show. For 3.5 years, we never asked for donations. But after Facebook demonetized us,
Camarillo State Hospital was the Channel Islands State University. Oh my God, that was the psycho ward for like the entire area. Folks, Angela can pretty much testify to my knowledge, see if I'm full of shit or not. You decide.
For speaking the truth, we've had to turn to the one thing big tech can't cancel: you.
I'm Hayden, Matt and Olivia's daughter. This show's never chased sponsors or sold out. We've built something honest, and it's thanks to you.
I'm Ethan, their son. Every share, every dollar, every message, you're the reason we can keep calling out the BS and bringing color back to the world going gray.
If you want to help, we take PayPal, Venmo, or snail mail. You can send it to P.O. Box 2, Round Hill, Virginia 20142.
Can't donate? No problem. Just share the show with someone who needs to hear it.
Thanks for helping us stay loud, proud, and completely uncensored. You can donate at thedumbshow.com/donate.
You know what happens when you turn the dial harder? You can make a harder grimace. The harder you grimace, the more effective it is.
You tighten it so freaking I can't do it. I can't untighten it.
That's what she said.
That's what she's... Oof. Oof. Coming in with it. Pounded. Pounded. Pounded.
Child gets 15.
Ethan, you look like a hippie.
Totally tubular.
You know this is recording, right?
Okay, let's go. Smile. Donate. Don't start with me. Donations. Every time you don't smile, I'm going to punch you in the ribs. Donations. Take one. Scene one. Ready. Set. Ethan.
Break.
Ready. Don't screw it up.
Okay.
Ethan, don't mess this up. Ready. Set. Action. No. Whoa. Director calls action, not some stupid toddler.
But we've built something
There's no
honest.
but there. Why do you've been doing this since you were 2 years old? Try it again.
Just share the show with someone who needs to hear it.
He's so much better than you at everything.
Better than
Hayden, he's just like, even, it's just, go ahead, Hayden.
Thanks for helping us stay loud, proud, and completely uncensored.
That's a wrap. Well done, Spear family. I bet we make no money.
But I'm gonna owe them money without.
Hayden, do your thing again.
Oh, yeah, cut it.
Baby shark, doo 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 doo.
Very, very funny. Some people are like a boatload. That's a pretty good guess. Angela Hills, thanks for taking us down memory lanes. We appreciate it. I know. I just wanted to say thank you for doing that. And Olivia, that's what I was doing, is you can read this. So let's go into some of the answers. Then Olivia is going to read the answer and see where we ended up. Remember, put your name, folks. We have a 918 number that has the correct answer. 813 says, damn, I was way off. Folks, you got to put your name in.
Got to put your name because we cannot see names.
Mello got it correct. Darren Dabb's good guess came back and was a little bit off. And let's go ahead and Judy.
It's a little off.
It's a good guess. 928, Tom Shin.
That's pretty close.
That's pretty good, Deborah.
Got it correct.
Oliphant. Nope, way off. All right, Frank.
I'm missing a 0, Frank.
No, Frank got it. Oh, yeah, he's missing a 0. You're right.
Missing a 0.
Yeah, you copy and pasted wrong. Here is the top 5. Living Patriots, you were off a little bit. Carrie Ripley, off a little bit.
Way off.
Very much Melanie was in with fat fingers, she says. Deirdre is the winner tonight with an exact answer.
Exact answer.
And so Deirdre is the winner, and Olivia is going to read off the answer for everybody.
Am I spelling her name right?
Yeah, Deirdre. D. Yeah, I think it's yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's Deirdre.
All right, Deirdre is
so
the
Deirdre,
winner.
congratulations. Olivia is going to read off the answer and let you all know what it is. Go ahead.
All right.
This is incredible. This is crazy. Thank you, Deirdre.
All right. It was 340 chests. This amounted to over 92,000 pounds, roughly 46 tons of tea, with an estimated value of over $1.7 million in today's currency.
That's insane.
The destroyed tea could have brewed an estimated 8,523,000 cups of tea.
Holy crap.
The English were shitting themselves after that one. No more afternoon tea.
Right. A lot of people think that that's what really set it off. There are so many other things that set it off besides the taxation on goods and services. But yeah, that's incredible. Boston Tea Harbor, crazy. 1.7 million. That's a lot of money back then. You know, Can you imagine why pirating was so lucrative back then? Is because you got a hold of that ship. I mean, you retire, don't you?
Yeah, you would think.
All right, folks. Commercial was in. Angela Hills donated $21.10 as well. Thank you for walking down memory lane with me tonight. That's $31.10 because our good friend JD Stillwell, who gives Thanks,
JD.
$10 and our trivia question sponsors it every single night. We really appreciate him doing that. That means a lot, folks. It's $200 a month. And that's how quickly it adds up. If you just send $1 or $2, it adds up and it makes a big difference. So
really
let's hit that goal. We've had quite a few nights where we've missed it, and we want to crush this. And we missed it because we had a Sunday show, and then it was really with Lisa Regina. It's hard. It's hard with guests because we have them on. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to do an hour with a guest, and then we'll do a 2-hour show. So I'll probably interview the guests, and then we'll bring Olivia or whoever's on that night in at 7:00. It's probably going to be the best way to do it. Okay, so do you want to do yours tonight, or do you want to do that the next night you're on? You want to do that on Friday, or do you want to do it now?
Doesn't matter.
Well, we've got some news to get to, but I also want to
let's
show
do the news, and we can do it on Friday.
Friday, find out about Olivia's youth, where she grew up. We're going to set aside about 2.5 minutes for that. It'll be good. It's an interesting thing. I just don't want to not hit the news tonight too. Yeah. So are you okay with that, honey?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, awesome. Texas just got done voting on the redistricting, and of course they thought this was a giant win, breaking quorum. Texas House just passed the redistricting map. It flips 5 seats. And that's it.
Awesome.
Was done.
Whatever video you just passed, it looked like Bill Buchanan on the left right there. Quick glance.
Oh, it did.
It did real quick glance.
I'm looking for the video.
Legislators have just won their fight over redistricting. Just moments ago, the state house.
Well, see, this is where I need an intern to be able to do that. So when we're on, breaking news comes on, that we can do that.
Breaking tonight, Texas Republican legislators have just won their fight over redistricting. Just moments ago, the state house vote is now final. The bill aims to provide 5 additional congressional seats for the GOP. Correspondent Garrett Tenney shows us what's happening from Austin, Texas tonight. Good evening, Garrett. Breaking tonight, Texas Republican legislators.
I consider this a win. If if Jasmine Crockett loses her seat, listen, I don't think that that's I don't know if I love that. I can't stand Jasmine Crockett. Don't get me wrong. But that's not the way. The way is to vote her out. But with redistricting, maybe that's the only way to vote her out. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I can't stand the woman either. But what if this was a Republican? Would we be pissed? Like, I don't mind that they redistrict and they lost seats, because that's just what happens. It's an inevitable reality. But
well, the thing is,
she finishes out her term for sure.
Well, the thing is, it happens to the Republicans in a ton of states. I mean, how many states have 0% representative in the House for Republicans when that state's got, 40% of the Republican vote? How is that possible? So, you know what?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I really don't care about the Democrats' feelings on this one. You can go.
You're right.
There. That's how I feel about the whole thing.
Wow. You know what? You're right. I mean, because it's happened to us. They have gerrymandered the entire country. They are, and that's why they're so upset, because all they would do is say, now they have carte blanche to do whatever but they've already done that. They've already redistricted the shit out of their areas. And honestly, if they want to get in the redistricting war, which I think they back up now, you can't do it in California. You need to have an amendment placed, because there are laws in place to do it. It has to be voted on. I don't think people are going to vote on it, because you're going to ask those districts to vote against themselves. They're not going to do that. Yeah, but she's not going to win governor of Texas. She's done. She's toast. Yeah. She's gone by the way of the dodo. Nobody's ever going to put her in charge again, unless she finds some screwed up district in Houston for them to sit somebody down. And it's possible somebody could actually resign, and then she could take over the spot and then rerun for it. There's a lot of ways to do it. Do I think her career in politics is over? No. But she's horrible. She's just stupid. She's dumb and dog shit. But this is, they don't have a lot of retaliatory strikes against the Republicans. And if Republicans go to war, we'll net positive the seats. If they want to play this game, we can do it in Ohio, and there's plenty of other red states that we can redistrict. I think we have 9 something states with 0 representation. Massachusetts is one of them. And if they want to play this game, we'll play this game. Got no problem with it. So I'm happy. You're right. I was having a moment of like,
trying to be down the middle.
No,
be fair to both sides.
No, I'm trying to be fair to the Constitution of the United States and the constituents of this country. You know what I mean? That's not middle. I just don't like lawfare. I think gerrymandering and redistricting should be completely absolved.
I think it's horrible and wrong, but it's the fact that the Democrats can do it all day long, and then they scream foul when the Republicans try to do it. No.
Well, but I'm just one of those. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, right? If I don't like it, the Democrats do it. We shouldn't like it that Republicans. And people are like, well, Democrats did it. Yeah, I understand. I get that, but still, there has to be. Listen, it's the argument last night, right? The argument.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Right, but the argument, and that's really cute. But here I am last night. I'm like, let's start clacking irons on people, and let's start taking them to jail. And Leeroy's like, well, we got to follow the law. And I'm like, why? Democrats don't. So I retracted what I said. I think the redistricting, I'm all for it, because it's legal, and I don't think it should be, but it is legal, and you should go and put 100% pedal to the metal. I just think a person losing their district and seat based on gerrymandering, even though it's legal, it sucks. That's just all I'm saying. The constituents voted for her. It doesn't matter. The result was that she was put in office. So here's the impasse.
So did they get to finish out their term?
Yeah, and that's where the impasse is. She finishes her term, and then she's either going to have to go apply for another district or run for something else. And that I'm okay with. I really am.
Yeah, it's not like they're just kicking them out today. I mean,
Here in
they
the-
get to finish their term.
I wish
yeah,
they wish
would be
they
nice,
would.
But
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd have to ever see her again.
Yeah, Kat, I know all of this. Yes, people mistake that I'm defending Democrats. I'm defending the law. I don't care about political parties. Gerrymandering is bad on both sides. I don't think it's indicative of what the forefathers intended for representation. And I believe we should start over. And every 10 years, we should redistrict. It's a great way to clean out the muck.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to stop career politicians, and it's a really good way to reinstate term limits. See, the problem with Washington is only a third of Congress and the Senate can be replaced every year based upon the voting cycle. So only a third of those people who are up, they get rotated in and out. And this is the problem, is that they have this rotation that only 33%.
What's
Quickly, yell it. Just yell it. Don't whisper. Say it. Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Why can't you ask me?
Because I'm mom and
Whatever. So the problem is we'll never make a dent. We will never change things because we can only vote out 33% of these people at a time. I think that needs to stop. I think you annualize and you have a stopping point. Is anyone who is at this mark continues to follow through until 2026, 2028, 2027, whatever the demarcation line is. And then anyone who is within that all end on that day. And if there's somebody who's 3 years out, well, then that counts as your full term. And we start at zero. Mr. Holiday Sauce, 2625, love you guys, love you too. 203, $97 short. Thank you, Maddie. So that's what I want. I want where the Senate and I want where the House, you expand the House to 4 years, because this whole thing where they start running for election 6 months into their nominee. I mean, Eli Crane had to start fundraising 6 months into his term. Make it 4 years. State legislatures 4 years. Make senators 4 years. Plain and simple. Make them both 4.
honestly, I think it should all be at the same time. Presidential, Senate, everything, same time.
That's what I mean. Well, that doesn't matter so much to me. I think in order to reduce complication, you could have like Senate on even years and House on odd years, and then the presidency stays the same. That would be a good thing. But honestly, you've got to have a way to completely overturn the entire government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, let's go. E. Jean Carroll. Or not E. Jean Carroll. Jeez. Claude Jean J. Pierre. There's too many three name women around here. I want to just take you and flash you back to when KJP said that DC was Republicans' faults in the crime there. But it's amazing how quickly this has changed. I mean, 9 months and was Republicans' faults when Democrats were in, and now that Democrats are out, it's Republicans' fault that we're trying to stop it. Right.
Here in the district, it is not. There were 274 homicides here in the District of Columbia in 2023. That's the highest murder rate in more than 2 decades, since 1997. This is the president's home, at least a few days a week. What can he do personally about reducing the level of crime that we're seeing here in the nation's capital?
So let me just be very clear. All violent crime, not just here, all violent crime anywhere is completely unacceptable. We just want to make that very clear here. Every community in this country should feel safe, want to be safe, and so that's important. But I will say this, congressional Republicans, they don't seem to feel that way. And I say this because the president has taken action. From the first piece of legislation that he signed into law, American Rescue Plan, only Democrats voted for that. Republicans didn't vote for that. There was billions of dollars in that plan to deal with crime, to make sure there were more law enforcement in communities, to make sure that communities are able to keep families and Americans safe. They didn't vote for that.
So we had a question during that video: is when is Jasmine Crockett's term up? She's going to be. She has to run for office on the November of 2026, which will affect her to her term of January 2027. So new Congress comes in on the 27th of January for the 2026 cycle. So on election day in November, she will no longer have her district to run, according to what we're seeing. So she will have to run into the new district or run into a different position. Says she might go governor or some shit. Good luck. That will go about as well as Stacey Abrams. Jasmine Crockett she is so hood rat, and she has locked herself into that. She's going to have to change her. She's not going to get rural Texas. She's just not. And she's going to be like, shit, man, mofo, what's going on, motherfucker? And they're going to be like, no. So she's going to have to be like, well, Puffy, when I was back in elite preparatory school, and then she's going to lose the urban vote. So she's in a rock and a hard place. This is like hot sauce in my bag swag from Hillary Clinton.
Hot sauce in my bag.
Got hot sauce in my bag swag. So,
yeah.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
Fucking lady. Texas State Representative Nicole Collier gets thrown out of the bathroom at the state capitol where she was on a conference call with Cory Booker, Gavin Newsom, and the Democrat Party leader, Ken Martin. Listen, allergies are killing me. We understand that you can't figure out which bathroom to use, but do you really need to be doing conference calls in the bathroom? I mean, this is ridiculous. We have the video. Here it is. Enjoy this.
They said it's a felony for me to do this. Apparently, I can't be on the floor or in the bathroom. Well, you told me I was only allowed to be here in the bathroom. No, hang on. Bye, everybody. I've got to go.
Hey, that is outrageous. And first of all, let me tell you something. Representative Collier in the bathroom has more dignity than Donald Trump in the Oval Office.
There you go.
That is outrageous.
There you go.
Spartacus.
What does that mean?
I am Spartacus.
Who has dignity in the bathroom? When you have a case of the green apple splatters, there is no dignity. I'm just letting you know there's no dignity when it comes to. I can be honest with you as a very self-aware man. I have no dignity in the bathroom at all. No.
Just what they're trying to do right there is silence an American leader, silence a black woman, and that is outrageous.
She's in the shitter. The last thing anyone wants is for her to be silent in there. Get your business done and get out. But you're in the crapper. I mean, I don't. Hey, we have Jasmine Crockett here, and she's nailing her husband right now in the doggy style position. Oh, a missionary position.
Oh, wait,
let's bring her on.
Her girlfriend?
She's not a lesbian.
I don't know. Just
is she? Why you gotta be homophobic?
I'm not homophobic.
I
mean, racist is big enough, but now we need to have a conversation about it.
Everybody took note of that. The fact that she can't even let her voice be heard is freaking outrageous. And this is what we're fighting for here. This is ultimately what this is about. What we just witnessed, them trying to shut her down and say it's illegal for her to be in the bathroom and on this call. This is the lengths that they're going to in Texas to try to bring about a system so unjust and so unjustifiable that they are going to try to silence those leaders from being heard and speaking out. I hope that people felt what just happened like I did, because I've watched for too long in this country as women like her.
Did you just say you like to watch people poop? Did I just hear that correctly?
Just trying to silence them, but no more. This is not going to happen.
I think my favorite part of the video is Newsom in the background. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Newsom's like, you preach it, brother. He's like, you preach it.
My black brother, you preach it.
Chuck says she went there for privacy. Exactly. Come on. So I've never heard anybody like Mel Lowe donated $51.99. Go to gold, team dummies. Yes, let's get gold. 255.13. We only have a few minutes left, folks. We'd love to get off on time tonight because Olivia and I.
It is the first day of school tomorrow for our children, so
we want to have some privacy in the
spend
bathroom.
a little bit of time with them before they go to school.
Yeah, we're gonna tackle this. I reported this earlier today, and I had a graph, and I think most of you had a chance to see the post. I hope you did. But this right here is something we should focus on. This is the overall Democrat representation of votes and Republicans. And this is a massive, massive, massive switch. In the last 4 years, there have been 4.5 million voters switched from the Democrat Party to the Republican Party. That is a net positive as of 9 million. I don't think you guys understand this. Let me explain it to you. Olivia is going to explain it to you. Liv, explain a home and home. And why it's important in standings. A four-point game in hockey, honey.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
That's a home and home.
Hockey. All you had to do is say hockey.
It's a home and home.
A home and home, yes.
You play one in theirs, and you play one in theirs.
Got it. Because if you're in the same, division, then you go on a 2-point scale with wins. If you get a win, you get 2 points. So if you are, say you've got Colorado here and Minnesota here, Colorado's got 80 points, Minnesota's got 78 points. They're 2 points apart. And you got a back-to-back. We're playing each other back-to-back. So if we win, we go up 4 points. And now we're at 82 points, and they're still at 78 because they didn't get points. But so that means we're up 4 points. But if they win, they're tied. Now we're both at 80 points, if that makes sense.
They would be ahead by 2.
No, they had 78 points.
They had 78 points. You had 80. They won the first game, then they won the second game. Therefore, they're 2 points ahead.
Got it.
But the point is that it is literally an 8-point swing in the standings. Minnesota has the opportunity to lose the potential of gaining 4 points, and Colorado has the potential to gain 4 points. On the 0 scale, that's -4 and +4. So that is a net positive of 8. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're talking about 4.5 million Republicans left the Democrat Party, that's not new voters. Those are people leaving the Democrat Party and coming to Republican, which loses them net positive of 4.5 and gain net positive of us 4.5, which is a 9 million vote swing. This is an absolute monumental shift. And when we see this stat, it's pretty incredible. Every single county, when it came to this election, 90%, 91% of the districts went to Donald Trump. Look at that. Even California's down. Massachusetts is way down. New Hampshire's down. Remember I told you there was softening in New Hampshire, that I said there was a possibility that Trump could take that?
Mm-hmm.
Now North Carolina Democrats are losing everywhere.
What's on the one map on the right? There's some gray.
That's
arrows
within
down.
the margin of error.
Okay.
And if you look, pretty much every loss here is blue, which is at least in the key anywhere from a couple percent to 8% losses.
And what's the states that are not?
What,
that don't have they don't have any, like Montana, Washington, Texas.
They stayed flat.
Okay.
But this is a massive shift in the political culture inside the United States. Here's a video explaining it. Morning Joe on MSNBC. This guy, we got to watch it. We got to put him on suicide watch because this poor guy is getting he's got to be like just throwing the noose. And he's please somebody stop me. Because I mean, it's constant. Like he's having to remember at the beginning of President Trump's cycle or administration, he's like, we're going to give him a chance. And, we're going to give him an opportunity. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Well, him and the Russian Bushka have been in his corner quite a bit. Here's the video. Take a listen to this. They're not doing this from the bathroom, which is good news. Folks, we're at 255.13. We've had some great donations. Some people have come through. We need some help. If everybody gave $1 right now, we would have a shit ton of dollars. It would be over $142 in legacy, and we have another 90 on in non-legacy. So we've got 220 people on. We've only got 92 likes. And what's the adage, Liv? If you can't donate,
please like and share.
So if you haven't, please go into Facebook right now and hit the like button. In Rumble, hit the like button. On Instagram, no, we're not on Instagram. On Wimkin, on Facebook, on YouTube, hit the like button because we're coming soon to TikTok and we're going to start streaming live. We want to do more, and the only way we can do that is if we grow. So please, let's hit that like button, and then if you have a chance, take a couple bucks and say, we appreciate the show. We watch you a couple hours a week, and you're worth that because we're funded by you and only you. Here we go.
I'm breathing into a paper bag. I'm trying to calm down a little bit. But John just quoted a remarkable stat out of the New York Times that in the 30 states where they track voter registration over the past 4 years, Democrats have lost to Republicans in every single state. Why?
So this is the $24 million question, right? Why are...
I wonder. Let's see. Do you want to walk through the list?
I'm sure.
How about, okay, you do one, I'll do one. You ready?
Yes.
Effeminate males. Next.
Defund the police.
Nazis.
Transgender females/males in sports.
Gender affirming care for minors.
There you go. That's it.
Come on.
Basket of deplorables.
Late term abortions.
How about the unconstitutional election of 2020?
How about impeachment? 1.
How about 96 indictments?
97.
97 indictments, 34 convictions.
Yeah. Felony convictions, 97 felony charges. Yes. How about Steele dossier?
Yep. How about $500 million in fines for the court case that there was no victim for
the bail.
What was it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. How about $97 million frivolous lawsuit to E. Jean Carroll? And when Donald Trump stood up for himself, it went from 9 million to 10 times larger to 90 some odd million. What else?
How about FBI raids of panty drawers and personal stuff?
How about chicks with dicks are okay to read stories to our kids?
There you go. Yeah, what was a drag queen story hour.
How about the Afghanistan withdrawal?
Let me think.
Oh my God.
I know there's more.
Border.
Oh yeah, border.
What about it?
So not controlling it and all the illegals coming in.
Russian P tapes.
Sorry. Oh. Gerrymandering. I don't know.
Burisma. Burisma with the $1 billion quid pro quo that Obama wasn't going to give the money if Poroshenko didn't go ahead and remove the prosecution of Hunter Biden. What else?
COVID.
That's wonderful. 6 foot rule, 3 foot rule, walking through an entire restaurant, but once you sit down, you have to have plexiglass, and put your mask on again when you're chewing the food.
Vaccine mandates.
350,000 missing children.
Parents being called domestic terrorists for defending our children.
Mail-in ballots, mass sent to all blue counties in swing states.
How about porn books in our elementary school libraries?
Hillary Clinton getting off scot-free for whitewashing 33,000 emails and destroying evidence with hammers.
How about, Strzok and Page and their text messages back and forth?
James Comey, Brennan, and Tapper, fictitiously, but planting all Russian information on the directions of the President of the United States to interfere with our election and to perform a soft coup on the United States government.
Hunter's laptop.
Oh, cocaine in the White House.
Oh, I was just going to do that one. That was my next one. How about AutoPen?
How about USAID funding with CIA dollars and dark money to political campaigns and Act Blue?
How about 2.5 years of a presidential term spent on vacation?
The legacy fucking media.
How about ex-presidents talking down to their own race about voting for...
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's true. Remember, Obama did that too. Cooks dying in a kayak in 3 foot of water who were going to swimming class and nobody being held accountable.
Sorry. That's funny. Oh, goodness. I'm thinking.
No, you're not. You're trying to read the notes.
No, I'm thinking.
No, you're not. You're reading the notes. Don't worry about it. Just read the notes. It's okay. Some people need notes. I can go on forever.
Yes, I'm sure you could. I'm thinking. Our ex-president who wasn't there. He was freaking brain dead. the entire time he was in office.
How about AutoPen?
I already said AutoPen.
No,
I did.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
You got anything else?
I'm trying to think.
Come on.
Oh, how about a topless transgender person at the White House?
Yeah. And how about a guy getting railed up the ass in the state legislature chambers?
That's funny.
Railed.
How about when we talk? It depends on who we're talking to. Our accent and our tone of voice changes. How about hot sauce? Yeah.
Hot sauce in my bag swag.
Hot sauce in my bag swag. Yes.
I think the best one so far is the guy getting railed up the ass.
Yeah, that one's funny. Oh, DEI. Oh.
Cancel culture.
DEI, yes. Cancel culture.
Try that in a small town was racist and was a dog whistle for the KKK.
School freaking unions.
Land O'Lakes fucking butter.
Oh, yeah. Aunt Jemima. Syrup and pancakes.
Uncle Ben.
Freaking Cleveland Indians and Washington Redskins. Give me a freaking break.
The Cracker Barrel. Folks, we could do this all day long. We haven't even scratched the surface of all the crap. So this late, your fucking hair and glasses, and you look like you're wearing a Maoist. You look like Kim Jong-un met Carrot Top. You, lady, you, that I've got to pretend because you're wearing glasses that you're an intellectual. You, lady, you're the reason why Democrats have lost. I wonder, why don't they just ask a Republican and maybe you'll get the answer? Maybe. Have you guys ever heard of focus groups, for God's sake? Kim Jurgemeyer, $20. Appreciate you both. We love you too, Kimmy.
This is the $24 million question, right? Why are Democrats not, why are the polls bad? Why are they not breaking through? And I think it's a couple things. I think one is the people who are breaking through are brave, right? They talk like humans. They make the case, and again, it's like Pritzker's chief of staff told me, it's not necessarily left versus center. It's fight versus cave. And the people who fight get support. And the people who cave or are mealy-mouthed or are, very sort of corporatist-y, that crew, the crew that's afraid.
I love the shoes. They make the outfit. You go, girl.
She looks like Bruce Jenner. You corporatisty. And did she say Sheely mouthed? What did she say? What is this shit? Did you just misgender my mouth?
Crew that's afraid cannot break through. Corporatisty, that crew gets support. And the people who cave or are mealy-mouthed or are...
Mealy-mouthed. Well, I'm a they-ly-mouthed. I'm a she, she, them. So your pronoun misgendering is a virtue signal that I just have to go ahead and say it is a what is it called? It is a oh God, what is it called? When they do something that's hold on.
You got to be a little more specific.
A microaggression. Thank you. It took me a second.
Very sort of corporatisty. That crew, the crew that's afraid.
My new favorite word.
Oh, it looks like she's ready to go have a wrestling meet. I mean, I'm just waiting for the freaking wrestling ears and her to put on the freaking toga or the Greek spandex and go hit the mat and wrestle.
Not breakthrough. Does not appeal to voters. The question is, it's only going to be for people who really feel authentic, right?
Sherrod's never been afraid of a shout out.
Exactly.
He's always spoken his mind.
Chris Murphy, Sherrod Brown, Mondami, these people, AOC, they're not all exactly the same politically, but they are the same in the fact that they're brave and they break through.
Lady, this was the biggest word salad of you absolutely saying.
She took classes from Kamala, I think.
Nothing. She said nothing. Everything, like, I consider myself an intellectual. I can listen to everybody, but I feel absolutely dumber for having listened to you.
Exactly. I know what's coming.
I think you should be absolutely ashamed.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Bye, Casey.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything
that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Hit it, Liv. Paul Rivera pushes us into overdrive at 3:27:12. Folks, we'd love one more. Let's hit it. It's been a good show tonight.
And then y'all can go join Ryan Samuels on
Yes,
his
and
show.
I meant to get Ryan in. I'm sorry we were on a roll. We will clip that, by the way. That'll probably be our show for tomorrow morning. Is I'm going to put Olivia and me going back and forth doing that. That was fun. Ron DeSantis has an update for the person who was caught in California. I had a really good conversation with Tina Savage last night. Miscommunication. We cleared the air. She's an amazing friend and listener. And I think we're both kind of saying the same things, and we just crossed hairs. It's hard on this show, so I want to thank her for taking my call and going through it. But here's Ron DeSantis. Here's an update on what's going on with the piece of shit illegal alien who killed 3 people with his truck. Told you we'd stay on top of this story. Here it is.
Speak English. If you don't want to drive, you got to know the road signs and stuff, and it's just the reality. So it was a really horrible thing. At the time, there was not any eyewitnesses. He didn't speak English, so they got the all the facts they could. But then when they got the videotape, they saw. So immediately he fled to California, obviously sanctuary state. He was able to be detained in California, and so today I'm sending Florida's new Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins to California, and tomorrow morning he is going to take possession of this illegal alien, extradite him back to the state of Florida, and we're going to throw the book at him when he gets back here for what he did. So you can count on that. Doesn't even.
There you go, folks. Update. Last one for tonight, and then we will get the words out. Oh, looks like we have another donation. It is Bobby Richardson, 3140. No words, just laughter. LOL. Thank you, Bobby. We love you. I just have one more, and I want to make sure that I give this justice. One more reason why Democrats lost the election and should be ashamed is Dylan fucking Mulvaney and ruining Bud Light. I threw away over a case of Bud Light.
Target. They're freaking LBGTQ CS whatever in Target. Yes.
Yeah. Kind of ridiculous. Chuck Peterson says he got a plea deal. I don't know anything about that, Chuck. He may very well. In Florida, in California, where do you get a plea deal? Let's read on it real quick, and then we got to go. And you guys got to go see Ryan Samuels.
Blanket pardons for people that were never charged.
Oh, yeah, we could do this all night.
Freaking Fauci.
There you go.
Anthony effing Fauci. There you go.
Sing it, Olivia. According to the Florida Department of Highway, attempted an illegal U-turn. He was arrested. Reports indicate that he was signed extradition papers. Some reports mention that he failed the department. Reports indicate that as in custody facing charge, the federal government is required to be transferred to ICE. I don't see any plea deal.
We'll keep on it though.
We'll keep you up to date. Liv, you got 1 minute. Let's is that all? Are we good on donations?
Yep, I'll double check one more time. Oh my gosh, Yenny, stop freaking molesting my hand.
That's my job, Kat. Knock it off.
That's not my hand, but okay.
Jeez. Could be. I'm willing to learn. Go ahead, Liv.
Kids have their first day of school tomorrow. We officially have a 7th grader and a 10th grader. I don't know how that got here.
I don't care.
So,
just tell me when they move out. Chuck, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. We'll take a look, and it's very possible. Folks, thanks for watching the Donut Friendly Show.
Yes, thank you for
Thanks for donating. It's nice to get back on track, get a little bit of that nest egg back up. We appreciate you tremendously. Tomorrow, it is Leeroy and I. We will have the con. We'll be here. Have new videos tomorrow. Please, if you haven't had a chance, go to the site and like the videos you saw on the show. We're now asking, okay, to be a dummy. We only have 98 likes. How is that possible? How is that possible? There is no way with as many comments that we've had. By the time we shut down this show, we're going to have something. Right now it says 507 comments. If you take doubles and replies, it's going to be up in the 1,500 to 3,000. There is no way that we're only at 98 likes, which means that you're liking inside the live show and not outside of it. It takes 1 second to leave, hit like on the outside or right before you come in. And we need to start doing that. Dummies, we need help. We've got to get this out. The more you like it, the more you share it, the more it's shown on Facebook's algorithm and all over social media. Before you go, please just take a second, hit the like button, make sure you share it, and then go over to the Don't Unfriend Me page on Rumble, on YouTube, wherever you are, and just hit some follows and likes. You guys know everybody asks. Why do you think every content creator asks? Because without it, they can't grow. We need your help. Yep. If you're always like, I want the Don't Unfriend Me show to get bigger. I want it to be seen everywhere. This is the only way we can do it. Without you, we can't. We don't need you to donate all the time. We need you to like it when you can. Only one like on YouTube? Really?
Yeah, I think you have to refresh the page. And then join us on Friday for a wonderful show. It's our 21 is where it's at. Yep, okay. 21.
So that's good. When if we can have 21 out of 27 and we're like running a 88% on YouTube, we should be running 100% on Facebook. Yes. What's going on Friday?
Friday is our anniversary. And we had the story of us last year, remember? I don't think we're going to do that again, but we spend our anniversary with you people.
What are we going to do? We're going to be here for our anniversary, aren't we?
Of course. It's Friday.
Let's come up with a good story. Let's share something really cool,
Yeah, they wanted the story of us and how we met and our love story. We did that last year, but
you guys send us ideas, olivia@thedumbshow.com, or go ahead and let us know. What do you think? There we go. Those are the likes I like to see. Thank you. Send us what you think. What do you want to hear about? I think we can talk about, I don't know. Maybe we just talk about the secrets to a marriage. I mean, how many years has this been?
23 years.
How many together?
26 and a half.
So that's a long time. That's a quarter of a century.
I'll go through the list on Friday of how many states, houses, cities.
It will share
what we've done.
It will share nudes. We'll put up a goal and we'll share some nudes. All right, folks, listen, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for watching the Don't Unfriend Me show. Remember, you can love me. You can hate me. We can agree. We can disagree. Just don't unfriend us. Right?
Yes.
See you guys tomorrow.
We need to end that show every time. Go visit Ryan Samuels. What is the Ryan Samuels show?
Go visit Ryan Samuels at ryanfsamuels.com or Ryan Samuels Show. And the Ryan Samuels Show on Rumble, on Facebook, on Twitter. Go see him right now. He's live. Tell him we sent you. Bye.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This
is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leeroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels.
Kimberly says date night after hours frozen yogurt.
Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.